They don't brag. They don't post every step online. They don't rush to prove they're doing something big. But silently, day after day, they build something that others will one day call a miracle. These are the silent achievers, the ones who build empires while the world is still sleeping. They don't seek attention, they seek progress. And their habits, their rules, their mindset, are different from everyone else's. Here are the 7 rules they follow, rules you'll never hear them say out loud. But if you master them, your life will never be the same. Rule 1: They work in silence but dream in public. Silent achievers understand something most people don't. The world doesn't reward noise, it rewards results. They talk about their dreams not to impress people, but to remind themselves what's possible. They plant their vision like a flag in their mind. Then return to their quiet routine to make it happen, brick by brick. When others are updating their status, the silent achiever is updating their skill. When others are shouting, "I'm grinding," they're too busy actually doing it. Because real progress doesn't need an announcement, it needs action. Rule 2: They embrace the long game. Every silent achiever you admire, from Jack Ma to Warren Buffett, has one thing in common. They think in decades, not days. While most people get frustrated after 3 months, they're thinking, where will this seed grow in 10 years? They know success is never fast. They're not addicted to instant gratification. They're addicted to slow improvement. They've made peace with the idea that building something great is supposed to take time. And that's why they win. Because the impatient ones quit halfway, while the patient ones quietly collect all the rewards. Rule 3: They protect their energy more than their money. Silent achievers are careful about what they give their attention to. They understand that energy is the real currency of success. They don't argue online. They don't waste time proving who's right. They don't let negativity live rent-free in their mind. Every hour, every thought, every ounce of focus, they protect it like gold. They'd rather lose a deal than lose their peace. They'd rather skip a party than skip their purpose. That's why their work looks effortless. Because it's not built on chaos, it's built on clarity. Rule 4: They learn more than they earn. You'll never hear a silent achiever say, "I already know this." Because deep down, they believe ignorance is expensive. They read. They observe. They listen, not to reply, but to understand. They might not have the highest IQ, but they have something more powerful: a hunger to learn. Jack Ma once said, "Don't aim to be the smartest in the room, aim to be the most curious." And that's what they do. They collect ideas like treasures. They study people. They study patterns. They study their own mistakes. While others chase money, they chase mastery. Because they know mastery always brings money as a side effect. Rule 5: They're consistent when no one's watching. This is the hardest rule, and the most powerful one. The silent achiever doesn't rely on motivation. They rely on consistency. They do the work even when it's boring. They show up even when no one claps. They keep going when no one believes. Because they know, success doesn't come from the days you feel inspired. It comes from the days you don't quit. Most people stop when the excitement fades. The silent achiever starts after that point. Because that's where the real growth begins. They've mastered the art of showing up every single day. And that's how empires are built, not in bursts of passion, but in quiet waves of discipline. Rule 6. They build people, not just profits. Another truth most don't see. The silent achievers don't climb alone. They lift others as they rise. They understand, if you build people, people will build your dream. They mentor, they share, they give credit, they stay humble. Because ego is the fastest way to lose everything. They know that leadership isn't about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. That's why their success lasts, because it's built on loyalty, not fear. Respect, not control. Growth, not greed. They don't create followers, they create more leaders. Rule 7. They're grateful, even when it hurts. When things fall apart. The silent achiever doesn't complain. They pause, breathe, and say, "Thank you." Because gratitude doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you're strong enough to find purpose in pain. They've learned that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every setback is a lesson. Every rejection is a redirection. Every delay is protection in disguise. And they keep going, not because it's easy, but because they've already accepted that greatness demands scars. The world doesn't need more noise. The world is full of people trying to be seen. But the silent achievers, they're too busy becoming someone worth noticing. They don't rush. They don't beg for attention. They let their work speak. They let time reveal the truth. One day, when everyone finally sees what they've built, it'll look like an overnight success. But it wasn't overnight. It was thousands of quiet mornings, hundreds of silent sacrifices, and years of unseen effort. That's the beauty of the silent achiever. They don't chase applause, they chase impact. Because in the end, it's not the loudest that wins. It's the one who never stopped moving forward. If this video inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to Trillies. Like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Together, we're building a world of vision, discipline, and success. This is Trillies, educating the world in financial and life success.